I grew up in Hollywood, like I said, and at one point we moved to an area called Glassell Park, which is like the eastern side of Hollywood. It's close to like Dodger Stadium and the LA River and stuff. There's a big cemetery there called Forest Lawn, and it stretches all the way from that area all the way into Glendale. It's fucking huge. It's the biggest cemetery in Los Angeles, and a lot of people die in Los Angeles, so you get the idea. So the back of the house was like a hill, but it ran right up to the graveyard wall. So we lived in the house on the street called, it was Drew Street. So you went up the driveway, there was the front of the house, and this hill went right up to the graveyard wall. So it's already spooky as fuck. But my brother, he got it a lot more than me. I think he's more perceptive to stuff like that. So I think like they're attracted to people who they know that, you know, can detect them, I guess, or like they know that they're there or some shit like that. I'm kind of an oaf, so I never really thought about it much. My brother, he said he woke up, dude. My brother's not a liar, and like papers would be going like in his room, like all kinds of wacky shit. And he was younger, and I think so I slept in this little back house thing. It was tiny, like a shoebox. And one night I heard like a bang, and I looked, and you could see every angle of the room, and there's nothing there. And I laid back down, and I felt like a weight push me down, like it was like someone was sitting on me, and I couldn't move. And I was like, oh, you know, you start fucking freaking out, and I wanted to yell, and I couldn't yell. And it like blanketed me, like where the weight pushed me down for a while. And I realized there was nothing I could like do. And then it lifted and it was done. It was gone. I never slept in that fucking back house again. That was the only time I knew something had happened along the way. I've had a lot of suspicions, but that was the only confirmed case where I was like, I walked out and I was in my underwear and I went to the back door and I slept on the couch in the living room, and I never slept in there again because I was that scared that I wanted to be close to my mom and shit. And I was a grown man.
Were you like in the sleep cycle at all when that happened? Like, is it possible that was sleep paralysis?
No. I was still awake. I'm one of those dudes. I lay there for like a fucking hour before I can even shut my eyes, just thinking and going through the day. I was still very much in that phase. I had just turned out the lights and I was laying there kind of just thinking, and it happened. And I know exactly what you mean, because I've had things happen while I'm like dreaming or half dreaming that seem very real. And you wake up, you're like, oh, that wasn't real. This was absolutely real. But then, like I said, that's the one time something happened to me that I knew for a fact. And shit happened there all the time, because you're right next to a fucking graveyard.